We got a quick little bit before the story time. We're going to be talking about the time I almost got caught with an ounce of za at my school. Hope you all enjoy these type of videos. Let's get into talking about it. First, let's get into trying some of this hash burger live rosin, shall we? Oh, that's going to do it. Let's get talking about this, shall we? Pretty much the story time takes place senior year of high school. This was when I was 17. No, I think I was 18 at the time. I actually just turned 18. Pretty much, me and my friends had this stupid thing we used to do. We would sign out every single day of school, right? We'd always plan to go and smoke during lunchtime because we had nothing better to do and kind of got bored towards the end of the year. Senior year's happening, we had senioritis, which is kind of done being in school. So we just dip and we'd always go to this one liquor store and this corner market just right near my school. And we walked there pretty much every single day to pick up an Arizona can. We wouldn't drink this Arizona can, we'd always pour it out. Knowing it was 99 cents, we didn't really care, so we just poured it out. And honestly, like, come to think about it, we probably should have drank it because they were pretty good and we would just dump them. We'd always pick up a can and we would pretty much just turn it into a can pipe. If y'all know, probably put up a photo of what that looks like on the screen. But we pick up a can and we'd always turn it into a pipe, right? You know, put some holes on the top, put a hole inside, and we would pretty much just put a little bit of herb on top and just kind of smoke it. And we did this quite a bit. This time I brought a whole ounce of Zod with me to school. So, you know, usually I wouldn't bring it in. I'd usually leave it in my car. But this time in particular, I really didn't leave it in my car. My mom had actually used my car that day. So I was just like, I'm gonna leave it like in my bag and no one's gonna know. You know, I did it a lot at school. I bring it sometimes. So I didn't really care. But pretty much just one day, we signed out, said we were doing a doctor's appointment. You know, that was kind of the big excuse always. But this time when we got back, we had a lot of like eyes on us when we walked in. Everyone seemed to look at us and like kind of like, just give us dirty looks. And we were all like, what the hell's up with everyone? And so at that point I kind of knew like something was up, like what's going on. But pretty much I get upstairs to my classroom and I'm with my homies still because they follow me to class and we just talk, right? But pretty much a couple minutes go by and knock on my door and it was a security guard and he was looking for me and y'all probably could guess my two other homies. So at this point I'm like, I'm screwed. I have 1 ounce on me and I have nowhere to hide it, no time to hide it, and he wanted me to follow him. So at this point I was like, I'm screwed. I'm not graduating. Everything's done. Because previously to this I'd actually been caught with a vape like a couple days before this, and he told me if I get caught again then or for anything I am not going to be able to graduate. So I was already on like really short terms with them and really narrow things, right? Super narrow chance of me even graduating. But I was like, you know, we're gonna try still and hopefully. So they bring me downstairs and as they bring me downstairs I'm looking for places to hide because I'm not gonna get caught, and I wasn't gonna get caught this time. I kind of told myself that ahead of time. They're not catching me because my mom needs to see me graduate. For all y'all know, we all don't do school to graduate for us. We go to school to graduate for our parents. Our parents want to see us do good and be successful. So that's really all we do it for. But pretty much, yeah, I had ended up getting caught. And at this point, I was like, I'm screwed because I have a whole ounce in my bag. But I was like, you know, I'm not going to just admit to this. I'm not going to give them anything. So I pulled out some of my auditor type stuff. You know, I was like, what did I do? Like, I came back from school. I told you guys I had a doctor's appointment. And so what's up? And this girl pretty much explained, she's like, you and your 3 friends, or you and your 2 friends, have been leaving every single day saying the exact same thing. Right? And at this point, I knew I was like, dang, yeah, she's probably right. We probably have. I was thinking back and I was like, that's not very smart of me. But at the same time, like, I knew that, like, what did that have any warrant to say that I'm high, you know, for going out and doing that? So I argued with them and told them, you know, like, I have a lot of medical issues and I need to go to the doctor quite often. It's pretty bad. I hate it, but I mean, it is the case. And so I got to the point where they were just kind of trying to convince me to kind of budge. And they were like, we see your eyes are bloodshot. We see you look completely out of your mind, faded. We smell it on you like crazy. There's no use in lying. And for me, it's like, if you can't physically see it on me, you can't accuse me of it. Anybody could have it. So I was like, who says you guys just didn't have weed in here to begin with? And it smells like weed in here. Like, why does it have to be me? Right? There's 3 people in here. Any of you guys could have smoked. And I challenged this, you know. They asked me to unzip my bag and show them what was in my bag, and I wasn't up for that. Told them it wasn't gonna happen. I wasn't unzipping my bag. I hadn't done nothing wrong. There's no like reason you guys need to search me. You guys are just assuming because of the way I look that I'm high. And it's like that just wasn't gonna play out for me. So I told them I was like, y'all ain't searching me. Call my mom. Like, if you need me to leave, I'll leave. But I'm not getting accused of smoking weed. And you know, I was super stoned at the time, so I'm coming up with all these things off my head, but I wasn't even confident about any of this. So, but it turns out, you know, thank God I did stick with it because I ended up getting out of it. My mom ended up showing up, and right away she could tell I was so gone. But you know, my mom's the homie. She wasn't gonna snitch me out and get me in trouble in the school. So of course she was like, you guys are freaking out over nothing. He looks absolutely fine. I think you guys are making way bigger deal of this, and you have to. And she kind of just pushed it off. And surprisingly, got in zero trouble from the school itself, other than getting sent home because they couldn't trust that I was sober for that day. It was really weird and really kind of annoying, but they sent me home. Right, so I was like, okay, bet, like I'm chilling. Right, my mom just still went off on me.